walk Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the Nasdaq. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the Nasdaq. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL. Hey, my family. Profits. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Make profits. That TTG money gang, we some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Crazy day in the markets today. We got some data that the markets did not like. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, guys. So big crazy day in the markets here today. Is the Santa Claus Rally still on? Is the Grinch going to steal Christmas? These are all the questions that I got from people today. One red day in the markets, and people want to bail on the idea of a potential Santa Claus Rally. I've been talking to you guys about this Santa Claus Rally for the last couple of months, and no, today's action does not make me deter my thoughts or does not make me believe that it still will not happen. Just because you have a red day in the markets, guys, you got to realize you have a major piece of information that's coming out. Next week is going to be one of the craziest weeks. Next week, you're going to get not just are you going to be getting CPI data, you're going to get a Fed meeting. You also have quad witching, and you have a major rebalancing taking place, okay, in the broader markets. That's all happening next week. Tuesday, CPI, Wednesday, Fed meeting, Friday, quad witching and rebalancing. Next week is going to be absolutely insane. You also have a very binary event that's going to be taking place, and that's your CPI data. And that CPI data is going to dictate whether or not Santa is going to come to town or if the Grinch is going to steal Christmas and everyone's going to get coal in their stockings. I believe the former. I believe that Santa Claus Rally is going to still happen. I do not believe just because the markets are red today, it does not make me change my thoughts. The only thing that will make me change my thoughts of the Santa Claus Rally no longer happening is if the CPI number that happens on the 13th is if it is higher than expected. If that is the case, then Santa Claus Rally is off. Grinch steals Christmas. We all get coal in our stockings. But I don't believe that that's going to be the case. It's a very binary event that's taking place on the 13th. We've been talking about it here on this live stream for the last couple of days. But there's a lot of really good trading opportunities between now and Tuesday. Today's Monday. You have a whole week until you're going to get that CPI number. So what are we going to be doing from now until Tuesday? Do we just sit back and do nothing and not trade and wait until Tuesday? Absolutely not, because today inside True Trading Group, it's another solid green day. We had a great day on Friday, monster trades on Friday, Meta 95% gain on call options. Today, it was all about AMD to the short side. That's where we made our money today, guys. AMD to the short side. I did not get my fill on Salesforce. We wanted Salesforce through 142, but that stock just ran away from us. But another green day inside of the True Trading Group chat. The opportunities out there in this market are plentiful. They are endless. We are going to talk about that bigger picture of the Santa Claus Rally. We're going to be talking about the market warning that I have for people going into the end of the year and then going into next year as well. I've been sharing the stock market warning that I have for people now for the last several weeks. I've been giving you guys my warning for next year. We'll talk about that bigger picture a little bit more in detail today and what happened specifically in the markets that made the market sell off today. Why were we down so much today? Why did the SPY go down over 2% today at their lows? Why? What happened? Key piece of data that came out today, and it wasn't necessarily the data from today as it was the combination of data from Friday and today. I'll explain to you exactly what that means. Understanding why the markets move up and down is a very important factor when you guys are trying to figure out how to become successful traders. Knowing when to be long, when to be short, knowing what catalysts move the markets up, what catalysts move the markets down, know what the markets care about, because the things the market care about change based on what's happening in the world. We're going to talk about it all here right now on this live stream. So welcome, folks. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. If you don't know by now, TTG is the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that is available to traders and investors today. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. I go live on here 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday, with myself, other TTG Pro trading moderators, and special guests will drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons and education that can help you guys become better traders and investors immediately. So take a moment, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, share the stream on your own social media. Let's reach out, let's educate, let's empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. But why should you listen to anything that I share with you on these live streams? You're probably wondering, if you're here for the first time, what makes you any different from all the other YouTube guru furus that are out there that try to give you guys stock market guidance, advice, and analysis? Well, folks, I didn't figure this stuff out on my own in my mother's basement for 3 years. I began my career working at a hedge fund in New York City. It was my first job out of college. That's where I was trained. That's where I learned how to become the trader that I am today. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash. But that's also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 other professional trading moderators and a staff of over 20 people, we've helped thousands of traders and investors from all over the world reach their goals of becoming consistently profitable. Okay. Now, we become the fastest growing and highest rated premium platform because we combine university level trading and investing courses similar to the stuff that I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. I went through a 3-month educational training program. You guys get a similar version of that education when you join TTG, but we also give you premium stock market tools. We do workshops and mentorship on stocks, options, crypto, futures. We cover all styles of trading. Myself and the 9 other mods, we day trade, we swing trade. We also do long-term investing as well. You see, we take that university level curriculum and we combine it with today's top financial tools that are worth over $5,000 a year on their own. These are tools that successful traders use to make better decisions. Gives them access to more information, right? Benzinga, Quote Media, Trade Ideas, Trade Idea, Trading View. These are just a handful of companies that we've negotiated deals with so that we can put their products on our platform without you having to pay for them. But if you went to these companies directly, it's going to cost you about $5,000 a year. It's a lot of money for people that are just starting out. We know this. That's why we've negotiated those terms to have those products on our platform at no additional cost to you. Of course, you're going to get access also to the 10,000 members of True Trading Group, the most active, educated, supportive, and successful community of traders and investors you're ever going to find. And of course, you'll get access to all of the trade alerts from myself, the other professional trading mods at TTG that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of just around 80% now going on the last 2 years. So if you guys are new to the live stream here today, welcome to the TTG Live. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. Like I said, turn on your notifications. You want to make sure that you never miss out on any of these live streams. Now, let's kind of set the stage a little bit here for the live today. What happened in the markets today? Okay, I'm going to get into a little bit more detail with you guys why the market sold off today. But before we talk about that, I want to go over last week. I gave you all a warning. Okay, I gave you all a warning last week. My stock market warning was that nobody's positioned for a Santa Claus rally. Put to call ratios are still way too high in favor of the put side, and cash positions for hedge funds are still too high from what they normally would be. And I think people are going to end up chasing performance and chasing the markets into the end of the year. But it all comes down to that binary event of the CPI number. The warning that I gave people, just to kind of recap, and then I'm going to go on. I'm going to bring on actually my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group, Adam. He's going to come on. We're going to talk to you guys about some stuff. We got a very special guest in store for you guys also here today on this live stream. But I want to kind of set the tone and make sure you guys are understanding kind of where I stand with everything, because I gave you a warning. And that warning was that I believed that we were going to experience a Santa Claus rally. Now, so far, we have been spot on. If you've been following our live streams for the last year or two, we've been spot on with our analysis in the overall markets. I came on and we did a series of live streams, August 15th, 16th, and 17th, where the title of those live streams was Buyer Beware. And right here is where those live streams, they're right here on this YouTube channel. You can go back and you can watch them right in the middle of August. And the title was Buyer Beware. And the Buyer Beware title was talking about how we believe that you're going to experience a crash in September, then the markets find their footing in October, and then we rally back into the end of the year, which is seasonally a very strong time of the year. It's the Santa Claus Rally. Yale Hirsch is the first person to document the Santa Claus Rally in 1972 in the Stock Trader's Almanac. It actually goes back to say that more than 75% of the time, the stock market goes up by an average of 1.5% in the month of December. So more than 75% of the time, you have a green month of December. That's where the whole Santa Claus Rally thing really comes into play. Now, publicly, I've been calling for that Santa Claus Rally now since August. And so far, we've been on the right side of the directions in the market. Now, trading the volatility throughout the entire time. You guys have to realize that this is the most volatile trading environment that I've ever seen in the 17 years that I've been doing this. You've had more days, and today is another one of those days. You've had more days in 2022 where the S&P's gone up or down by more than 2% in a single day than any other year throughout history. That, by definition, is a volatile market. It's the most volatile market that we've actually ever had in history. But that creates tremendous opportunities for us as traders. And the opportunities that we are be able to identify is how you're able to capitalize on the 95% move that you saw on our meta trade on Friday. We were actually live on YouTube and trading with you guys live for that trade on Friday. And then we came right back and we hit another one today, about 40 to 45% gain on some AMD put options to the downside. I shorted the stock itself, but whenever I trade a large cap stock, I always alert members to an option contract. I have a large account, so I trade the equity itself, but members will follow along with me through the option contract. So I'll tell people, okay, well, if you don't want to, you can't trade the stock, go after this expiration, this strike price, put option or call option, depending on what the trade is. And members were able to capitalize on that today. So congratulations, all my TTG fam. If you guys made money today on that AMD analysis, the AMD trade, congratulations. You guys can sound off, maybe say a little something there in chat. I'd love to know how you guys all did there today. But just going back to kind of setting the tone, guys, I still believe that you're going to get that Santa Claus rally. It all comes down to December 13th. If the inflation data is under expectations, Santa comes to town. If the inflation numbers are over expectations, the Grinch steals Christmas. But regardless of any of those two scenarios, that's how you're going to trade the rest of this year, is going to be based on that catalyst. But next year is where I believe the markets actually sell off again. Right now, this is the warning that I've been kind of giving to people, that although I'm calling for a Santa Claus rally, that does not mean that I just believe the market's going to go back to all-time highs. I've been telling you about the Santa Claus rally, but then I do believe that in the first half of next year, the market sells off again. So don't think just because I'm saying Santa Claus Rally, that just means go long, buy everything, because that's not the case. Going long and buying everything, just buy the dip, is a strategy that worked for you in 2021. It's certainly not working for you in 2022. And by me telling you, hey, Santa Claus Rally, that also does not just mean go ahead and just buy the dip and buy everything, because everything is not equal right now. You can't just go and buy cloud computing software companies. You can't just go and buy the stocks like Tesla. You can't just go and buy, the Chinese electric vehicle names. You can't just go and buy, the Zoom videos, the Pelotons, or the Robinhoods, or the Coinbases of the world, because those stocks are not participating in the move off the lows that you've seen in October and November. There's other areas of this market where stocks are actually pushing to new highs, either on the year, new highs for 52-week highs, or even new all-time highs. You got to know where to look, and you got to know where those opportunities lie. And that's exactly what we do inside of True Trading Group, because every single day before the markets even open, we come on these lives. We come on live inside of True Trading Group in the chat, and we give you the analysis that we're looking for on the day. We do a lot of the heavy lifting for you, especially those people that are out there that have busy schedules. We do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. So every day before the markets open, I come on the microphone and I tell you exactly what I'm going to do. I say, guys, these are the stocks that I'm looking at. This is where my focus is. This is where I'm putting my attention. And I come and I say, this is where I'm going to be buying this stock. This is where I'm going to be shorting this stock, so that you already know exactly what the game plan is before the markets even open. And that gives you an edge over a lot of other traders that are out there that are trying to just figure it out on the go. They're trying to shoot from the hip. They're just kind of just doing it on the fly. We have very clear game plans before the markets even open. And that's exactly what happened today. I told you guys, watch for bounces to 75 on AMD. We're going to get short. We're going to ride AMD back down to 73. And that was the entire game plan that we had for AMD today. We actually have a quick little video clip for you guys from the analysis from earlier today. Okay, this is from pre-market. This is before the market opens. Okay, and now this is something that takes place every single day inside True Trading Group. Myself, the other moderators, we come on before the bell and we tell you this is what we're looking at. This is a quick little video clip. I want to go ahead and play this for you guys. This is not from YouTube. This is from actually inside of the True Trading Group chat room early in the pre-market session. Let's go ahead and play that clip.
Also shorts, AMD was weak on Friday. And what I'm thinking about maybe with AMD is Friday's close of 75. Early here in the pre-market session, it's resistance for AMD. If AMD gets up there towards 74.75 cents to $75, possible shorts back down to Friday's lows. And then if you break Friday's low, you should see 73, and 73 is this key support level in which I'll be taking my profit off the table down there in front of 73.
So there you guys have, that is literally the video clip from early this morning inside of True Trading Group. And if we go now back to my full size charts, you will see I'll draw a line right across 75. We'll go back to the charts. We'll draw a line right across 75. And here you guys, here's today. We pushed right up to 75, just like we said at the pre-market session. We found resistance. So I came in here and I got short AMD right there, okay, in front of that 75. And what happened? We rolled over right to where did we say our profit target was? It was 73. And that's exactly what we did. We got short there in front of 75. Stock rolled over. We went down to 73, which was our target. And I got flat right there in front of 73. And members of True Trading Group were able to capitalize on that move to the downside and capture about a 45% gain on the put options for AMD. But that's what you get from True Trading Group on a daily basis. Okay, so again, congratulations to all the TC fam. We'll talk about this trade in a little bit more depth and detail later on in this live stream, as well as go over in detail about the Santa Claus Rally and what I expect for next year. But first, I want to go ahead and I want to bring on my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. Everybody give a big ayo to Adam.
No, thanks.
You don't like going big screen.
No, not when I'm doing 50 things at once. What's going on, man?
What's up, bro? So what's going on? How are you?
No, I'm doing all right. I need about 3 to 4 minutes, so keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
All right. All right, so guys, so Adam needs some time before he comes on here. So what I will do here is I'll recap for you guys this AMD trade. We'll go over in a little bit more depth on what exactly happened with this AMD trade. And then we'll bring Adam back on and he'll help me go through some stuff. Like I said, we have a very special guest for you guys in store for today. And then I want to talk a little bit later about again, bigger picture, Santa Claus Rally, and also what I think about next year and why the market sold off today. So let's just hit on AMD real quick, and then I'll talk about why the market sold off today so you understand why we were red. Understanding the why is extremely important. $75 was Friday's closing price, but it was also resistance in the pre-market session. So pre-market AMD was just knocking up against 75 and could not get back above it. And that also ended up being Friday's closing price. This stock was very weak on Friday, right? We actually shorted AMD on Friday, made a nice chunk of change on AMD on Friday to the short side. We shorted AMD right here on Friday, rolled it over, and then we caught some of that move to the downside. So we came right back and said, listen, this stock's been weak. We're going to short it again when the markets had their gap down today. We pop back up to the 75. That's Friday's close. It was resistance pre-market. We got short. We rolled it down. But why 73 be the support level? Why was 73 the target? Okay. 73 was a target because, well, you heard me in the analysis say Friday's low first, right? So Friday's low is first target, right? So we got short. We rolled down to Friday's low. We took some profits off the table. Then we broke Friday's low, and then we went right to 73. And that was my final target. We got flat there, and it was the right call because you can see then the stock then bounced back to 73.50. So we were able to capitalize on that trade and 45% gains for members on the put. But why 73? What was it about 73? Well, let's zoom out. Let's go to a 15-minute chart, and let's zoom this out. And what you guys will see on the 15-minute chart, it does not take an experienced chartist to see that you had a very key support level here at this 73 level when you go back to the very end of November. So if you go back to the end of November, okay, if you go back to the end of November, then you guys can see that you had this really nice support level here. And that's why that $73 level was my target. Okay, so that's why 73 was my target. That's when we got short. That was when we were talking about taking profits. A lot of people always, some of the things that some traders have problems and struggle with is, where do I take profit on my trades? Now, when you're short, basically your profit targets are just support levels. And when you're long, your profit targets are resistance levels. That's all they are. So if you're struggling with, whenever I get into a trade, I don't know when to get out, you just identify, if you're short, support levels. And that's why we did what we did, right? We said, okay, well, your one support level will be at Friday's low, right? Friday's low is going to be a support level. So that's why that was a target for us. We dropped down, and then what do we do when we got there? There's your left, bang. Okay, there it is. Take profits off the table. Then you break that. Your next level is 73. So we get down to 73, and then bang, profits come off the table, right? So instead of you guys chasing price action, just identify your levels and then trust your levels and just react when the price gets there. Take the emotion out of trading and just rely on your levels and rely on your technical analysis, rely on support resistance, rely on demand supply zones. It makes trading so much more methodical and non-emotional. And when you guys are able to take emotions out of the trade, that's when you're going to be able to really become successful. There's a reason why computers are better at this than we are, because computers have no emotion. They can just say, target is 73. Computer's not going to do anything until the stock gets to 73. It doesn't matter how many zigzags, up, downs, tick-tocks are going to be that the stock is going to do, backflips, upside down, between the time of entry and the 73 target. The computer's not going to do anything. Doesn't matter how many green candles, red candles. It's just going to react when it gets to the prices that are programmed, which 73, get to 73, take profit. That's exactly what we did. Okay. So congratulations, my TTG fam, on hitting that AMD trade. Was a thing of beauty. I think those put options were at around $1.45 at entry. They went all the way to $2.15, $2.10, something like that. So it's a beautiful trade for members in True Trading Group. All right. Now, what happened in the markets today, though? Like, why did the markets sell off? Okay. Let's talk about that, because that's actually important. If you guys see, we'll go back over to the SPY now. You can see the SPY just really sold off today. Just kind of rolled out of bed today. And you might be wondering, well, why? What is it? How can that possibly be? Mike was talking about a Santa Claus rally. So how can the markets go down? I fully expect the markets to consolidate in the very near term for the next couple of days. But then I think that after your CPI number, you get the breakout. And then I think you can actually get the Santa Claus rally that takes you into the end of the year. But again, It's going to be based on that CPI number. That CPI number comes in higher than expected, then all bets are off. Grinch steals Christmas. Coal is in your stocking. All right. But why did the market sell off today? You had a piece of data that came out today at 10 o'clock. It's your ISM services data. Okay. Right here. All right. So services data came out right there at 10 o'clock. Now, this number was significantly higher than what was expected. It was the reading was supposed to come in at 53. The reading came in at 56, 3 percentage points higher. That's a big miss. Okay. To come in 3 percentage points higher is significantly hotter number. Now, what that services number is basically a survey of business activity in the services sector, not manufacturing sector, services sector. Okay. Now, the reason why this was such a disappointing number is because the service area is where the problem lies with inflation, because the inflation problem is very much in that consumer driven areas. So services are also the areas that the Fed has a tough time controlling. The Fed has an easy time controlling asset prices. But when you're talking about services, the Fed has a much tougher time controlling that. And that's where the stickier aspects of inflation have been. It's been on the services side of things. It has not necessarily been on the commodity side. The commodity side, you've seen a lot of the prices of gas, natural gas, corn, wheat. A lot of those prices have really all come down from their peaks. But it's the services side of things where things are sticky. The whole reason why the markets moved higher last Wednesday, all right, that was this day. So you guys remember this huge rally, right? This is when Jerome Powell gave his speech. The markets rallied. The markets rallied on that day because Jerome Powell basically all but told you you're getting 50 basis points at the December meeting. So the markets rallied, right? The markets rallied. But then what happened on Friday? On Friday, you get an employment number that was much stronger than people expected. You were expecting to get 200,000 non-farm payroll jobs be added. It was actually like 267,000 jobs that were added. So way more jobs added than what was expected. And the unemployment number, which people thought was going to start to move closer to 4, stayed still at 3.7. 3.7% unemployment is extremely low, right? We were just coming off of 3.5, which is a 5-decade low. You have to go back to 1969 to find an employment number that is as low as 3.5. So these are things that you might think from first glance, well, Mike, unemployment being low, isn't that a good thing? Shouldn't the markets move higher if unemployment is low? Right now, the answer is no. Right now, the stock market actually wants to see the labor market soften. Now, soften meaning unemployment starts to tick up a little bit, open job positions start to go down, and there's a more of a balance in the jobs market. The jobs market right now is completely out of whack. There is 1.7 open job positions for every one person looking for a job. That's very, very unbalanced. And that causes a lot of other areas of inflation with tight labor forces. Now, even if the unemployment number starts to rise and gets to 4%, 4.2, 4.4, all you're doing is reverting back to a normal, healthy unemployment number. Many people may not know this because people might just think that, oh, if unemployment goes up, it automatically must be bad. It's not necessarily the case because the unemployment rate, the average 30-year unemployment rate, if you look at the last 30 years, the average is 5.2%. 5.2. We're at 3.7. That's a hell of a buffer just to get back to the average. Now, that's part of the reason why I don't believe we're going to see a severe recession next year. I think you're going to see a recession next year, but I just think it's going to be a moderate recession. I think it's going to be a regular recession, not like 2008 or 2009, like you saw, because the jobs market is so strong and is so unbalanced that as unemployment rises and as the job openings disappear, you're just going to revert back to a state of normalcy in the labor market and get back to 4 to 5% unemployment. I don't think you're going to see a 9 to 10% unemployment number like you saw in 2009. That's a severe recession. I don't believe you're going to get anywhere near that type of unemployment because you're starting from such an area of strength and low unemployment and such a tight labor market that I think that acts as a buffer to protect the economy from a severe recession. But I do believe that that recession is going to come, and I believe it comes in the first half of next year, which is why the stock market warning that I've given people over the last couple of days is Santa Claus Rally into the end of the year, but then get ready for more volatility and get ready for another sell-off in the first half of next year, and then look to deploy capital in the long-term portfolios towards the end of the second quarter. So by like April, May, June, that's when I'll be ready to deploy more capital into the long-term portfolios, because then eventually in the second half of next year, I think the markets actually bottom and then the markets actually turn around and start to recover. So that's kind of the warning that I've given people over the last couple of days. So going back to why the markets moved down today, any piece of data that comes out that would make the markets believe that maybe Jerome Powell does not give you 50 basis points in December. Maybe they give you 75. Maybe they continue down that hawkish tone and they don't slow down. Any piece of data that makes you think that maybe they don't, the market's going to react negatively too. Now, Friday, that jobs number was way stronger than expected. The market's gapped down on the back of it. Now, we came right in there on Friday and we got long on the back of that gap down. And that's how we were able to get the 95% gain on the meta trade, because we got long right off that gap down. That was the first catalyst that came out to say, ooh, maybe they don't give you 50. Maybe they give you 75 basis points, and maybe the Fed stays more aggressive for longer. So that was the jobs number that came out. But the market shrugged it off because it was one data point. Today comes the services number, again, way stronger than expected. That's two data points now, back to back, Friday and Monday, that made the markets think, wait a second, these numbers are still too high. Does that mean now that maybe the chances of the inflation number on the 13th, maybe that number is still going to be high because these numbers are high? Does that also mean that Jerome Powell is going to be more aggressive on the Fed meeting on the 14th? And that's why the markets reacted negatively today to this number. This number is usually not a number that has this big of an impact on a single day's price action. Yes, that number will move the markets, but to move the market down 8 points, to move the Dow down 600 points, to move the S&P over 2%, the Nasdaq over 2%, typically that data point alone is not enough of a factor to do that. But again, this is where coming into the terms of you have to understand what the markets care about in order for you guys to be able to understand why it's going up, why it's going down, when you should get long and when you should get short. It was that data point saying this is the second piece of data that could insinuate that the Fed is going to be more aggressive than the people thought, right on top of the employment number that was stronger than expected. It was a 1-2 punch, and that's why the market sold off to the downside today. It does not mean that the Santa Claus Rally is off. I believe you're going to go through a consolidation phase now. Now, we said this last night on our live stream. I just thought that we were going to stay up a little bit higher. If you guys caught my live stream last night, I gave you kind of my outlook for the next week. And my outlook for the next week, I told people was, I believe you're going to see price action similar to this. So see this little window of price action? You see how this is a consolidation pattern. See how it's up and down, right? So I literally told people, I said, I expect this action. I just expect it to take place up here. Now, we got a little bit deeper here today. I didn't think we're going to get down and pull back this far today, but I still believe that consolidation takes place. I do not believe that the market is just going to roll over, and I do not believe the market is going to roll over and do this. I think that we are going to stabilize inside of this consolidation channel and find support above this 100-day moving average, which is what we've been doing over the last couple of weeks. We stabilize, we consolidate in this range, and then the CPI number comes out, and that then dictates whether Santa comes or the Grinch comes. Okay, it's gonna be based solely on that. Okay, that is where it's going to. That's where we're going to be. Where I'm going to be looking. All right. So there you guys have. All right. So there you guys have that. All right. So we got about 1,000 people that are on here with us now. I'd like to see how many people. There's a lot more to come still here tonight, folks. We're not done here. There's a lot more information that I want to get into with you guys here this evening. So I want to go over the game plan and everything for tomorrow, but I want to see who here is on the live stream that is not a member of True Trading Group. If you guys are new and you're not a member of True Trading Group, just go ahead and fire away. Type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. Just go ahead and type TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. All right, let's see. We got Jonathan Wilson. Welcome back. Evan, Chach, Smoking Snake, Ja Batista, Han, Omar, Dirty Cuban, Balls, how are you? Jerry, Kenneth, Randy, Silver Eagle, John Bianchi, hey guys, type the letters TTG. You are not a member of True Trading Group. Short.
What's up, Mike?
What's up, Adam?
You okay?
I am wonderful.
Excellent. All right. So we're going to have a special guest on this evening, but decided to do something else instead. The guests that we had an appointment anyways. They're going to come on tomorrow. It's a really awesome guest. This is a member of True Trading Group that joined about a month ago, and they started with a $15,000 cash account, and today they are over PDT. And what I wanted that member to do is I want them to come on and I want them to explain how they did what they did, right? How did they go from, under PDT to over PDT? Walk us through that process. And yes, before I invited them on, I made sure that they were doing it without, YOLOing trades and so on and so forth. So, and they were using proper risk management. It was very cool. So I'm excited to have that member on tomorrow, and that'll be great. But there's a lot of people here that typed the dollar sign in chat, or dollar sign. I'm sorry, that typed TTG in chat that are not members of True Trading Group. Okay, and hang on a second. And that is, we love seeing that, obviously, because that is, that's our goal. Our goal of these live streams is to reach as many people as possible and to, and to promote True Trading Group and to promote the services. But a lot of the times yes, we have a sales pitch and all that, but we don't need to really promote much because we can do something as simple as this. True Trading Groups, members of True Trading Group, if you're making money and becoming a better trader because of True Trading Group, so members of True Trading Group, if you are making money and becoming a better trader because of True Trading Group, type the dollar sign in chat right now. All right? So watch this. Try and keep up and count all the dollar signs you're about to see. I doubt that you will be able to. That's really all the selling that we need to do. Right? That's really all the selling that we need to do. Now, I have an additional question for TTG members. Okay? One more question for a True Trading Group member. And that question is, just bear with me 1 second.
Yeah, salary man. That's not true. Said you can't trade with less than 25K. Not true.
Yeah, just explain it, Mike, while I get this question ready.
Yeah, not true. So if you have less than 25K in your account, if you have a margin account and it's less than 25K, then you can only make 3 day trades in a rolling 5-day period. 3 day trades means you buy today and you sell today, but you can make as many swing trades as you want. A swing trade is buy today, sell tomorrow, any day thereafter. Or you can switch to a cash account. You switch to a cash account, you're not bound to the PDT rule. You can make as many day trades as you wish, as long as you have the cash available in your account to trade with. And if you trade options, it only takes 1 day for that cash to resettle again. So if you have, let's say, I don't know, a $10,000 in your account, or $5,000 in your account, or $1,000 in your account, if you are trading options, that cash will settle in your account the next day, and you can make more than 3 day trades as long as you have the cash available in the account. So is a very big misconception that you need 25K or more in your account to be a day trader. It is not true.
Okay. The next question I want to ask TTG members is as follows. TTG members, and only TTG members, did you pay over $1,100 to join True Trading Group, and was it worth it? Again, TTG members, did you pay over $1,100 to join True Trading Group, and was it worth it? If that is true, type the number 1 in chat. Again, TTG members, did you pay over $1,100 to join True Trading Group, and was it worth it? If that is true, type the number 1 in chat. I want you all to see the number 1s as well.
It's a whole lot of number 1s.
Yep. Why did I ask that question specifically? Okay, why did I ask that question specifically? I asked that question specifically because a huge portion of our members have paid well over $1,100 to be a part of True Trading Group. Since they have joined, all we have done is add more and more and more and more tools and value and resources. The alerts have gotten, better. I mean, just everything has improved vastly over the years since we've been here. Okay. Now, think about what I just did. I just asked all of my members if they paid more than what our sale price is, and was it worth it? And all of them just told you yes. Is that, I mean, it's a little crazy, no? Like,
you would think they'd be like pissed.
Right. Either I have the best automated bot system in the world,
right,
or those are real people. Okay. I'm not sure which one it is, but here's what I want to, here's why I'm bringing this up. I'm bringing this up because for a very long time, our price has been under $1,500, and our price needs to go back above 2,000. Our holiday sale is starting, and what we are going to be doing for our holiday sale, okay, is we are going to have it at 1,200. All right, that's going to be the holiday sale. We'll have it at 1,200. We have plenty of laptops, so on and so forth. What we are going to do, though, is last night we were going to raise the price at midnight, and today something, really unfortunate happened in chat, and or with a mod, and I just didn't really have time to switch anything up or do much because I was dealing with that most of the day. So, it's, for those that were in chat today, you'll know that one of our original TTG moderators, in fact, our first ever member to True Trading Group, which now we're talking old school because we've had, we have over 10,000 members in True Trading Group. One of our mods has a who's like family to me and to Mike, had a serious health issue and has to step down as being a mod from True Trading Group. And that person is, obviously we hope and pray that they are okay. If they are, they'll be back. And and that's it. That's all I want to think about right now. It's all I choose to think about right now is that they will be back. But I was mainly working scheduling and trying to make sure that nobody missed a beat with this. So I didn't really have time to focus on moving the sale up and getting all the material ready for the sale and so on and so forth. So here's what we're going to do. I have all of that stuff ready now, though, at the end of the day. All right. I have all of that stuff ready now. But what I'm going to do is here's what I'm going to do. When this live stream is done, I am going to move the price up to the 1200 price point. And then it'll be there and we'll work it out there. You just saw most people paid well above that. All right. So you're getting a deal. But what I'm going to do is for everyone that's on this live stream that's not a member that wants to sign up, and Mike will tell you what you get. I'm going to give it to you for $1,100 for the next 10 people that do it. And then once that's done, once the stream is over, I will then move it up because I have all the other material ready to go. Yeah. So if you're not a True Trading Group member, can you just type the letters TTG in chat real quick? I just want to get an idea of how many are still here.
Yeah.
If you're not a member of True Trading Group, can you type the letters TTG in chat real quick?
It's a big deal, guys, but also with the moderator JD stepping down, JD was one of our first members of True Trading Group, and then he became a moderator in True Trading Group. A lot of people may not know this, but we have an apprentice program at TTG where we actually create and build moderators from within our own member base. There are a lot of our professional trading mods actually started out as annual members of True Trading Group and have become so successful in their trading that they have now moved on to become full-time paid trading mod positions inside of the TTG community and chat. And JD was one of those people that started out as an annual member. He was actually the first member of True Trading Group and worked his way up to become a full-time mod. So to see him have to step down for health reasons it's a sad day for us in the TTG family, and we wish him all of the best.
Yeah, and just to be clear, that is not why we are offering a sale or an extra day. I did not have the time to get anything else ready today.
Right.
So that's why. Now, so what we are going to do is this. Mike's going to tell you what you get. These are going to be first come, first served, just like they were last night. This is what it'll be today. $1,100 for the entire year. It renews at $1,100. You get a free laptop. You get a one-on-one with Mike or any of the other moderators you choose. You get a double your money back guarantee. All right. So, anyways. Mike, tell them what they get. I'm going to put the code on the screen right now. Okay. So anyone that is interested, guys, it is code TTG121. You have to go to ttgoffer.com. ttgoffer.com. Okay, Mike, mute yourself so I can. All right. ttgoffer.com. You're going to see the price. It's going to say $2,212 or $2,212. You have to manually input the code TTG121. The price will go down to $1,100. Then you check out. This will only work for the next 10 people, and that's it. All right, Mike, explain what it is that you get. All right.
Yep. So okay, guys. So you have a chance, like I said, Adam said, to grab the membership for just $1,100. It's all inclusive. Okay. It comes with our entire curriculum. You get access to all of our courses. It's a simplified version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. And then the moderators and I have then since expanded on it. Joe, why don't you post up the syllabus inside chat? You guys can click on the link that we're about to post in chat. You'll see exactly all of the courses you get access to. There's 22 courses. You get access to all of them. There are no VIP courses that cost more money after you join There are no upsells in True Trading Group for courses or the tools. The courses and the tools will always be included in your annual membership. You guys can do that today for just the $1,100, just for the next 10 people that want to claim that deal. And that's going to be all of our beginner courses, our advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto futures, you name it. You got access to all of it. And then in addition to the courses, all of the tools. The tools, if you pay for TradingView, Trade Ideas, Benzinga, ET&A, Quote Media, if you pay for these things now, dark pool data, these things are very expensive. You get access to all these things included in your membership for the $1,100. So you're going to get access to Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, Quote Media's full book level 2, dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, the TradingView's premium charting software, the Trade Ideas scanner, ET&A's simulator, analyst ratings, insider buying and insider selling data, short data, a trading journal that tracks all of your trading and breaks it down to statistics and numbers, a social sentiment scanner, a heat map, your own proprietary scanning software that can let you create your own custom scans. All of these things are included for the $1,100. If you went to those companies directly, if you went to Benzinga, Quote Media, ET&A, Trade Ideas, TradingView, if you went to those companies directly, you're going to spend about $5,000 to $6,000 on those tools. They are included in your membership when you join the TTG platform. We spend years building relationships with those companies so we can have their products on our platform. $1,100 gets you access to all of them. And the next 10 people to go to ttgoffer.com and use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, the price will flash green. It'll drop all the way down to $1,100. And the next 10 people get themselves a brand new free laptop. This is all part of our holiday sale, guys. Brand new free laptop. Okay. That laptop carries with it a retail value of just around $300. We ship anywhere in the world. We cover the shipping. We have members all over the world. We've sent laptops all over the world. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop. You'll get a welcome email after you join with instructions how to claim the free laptop. You'll also get a one-on-one mentor session with any of the moderators that you choose, including myself. My advice to you is when you join TTG, don't just immediately book your one-on-one with me. There are 9 other professional trading mods in True Trading Group. They all have different styles. They all have different strategies. My advice is to get familiarize yourself with the different moderators before you decide which one is best for you to do your one-on-one with. You will also be getting a double your money back guarantee. Guys, I put my money where my mouth is. I don't just come on these live streams and try to push you guys on our service. I put my money where my mouth is. I believe so strongly in the product that we have created. I see the results that members have. Okay, I see the results that members have. You saw how many people were typing the $ when Adam asked who's making money. You saw how many people said that their membership is worth it. Anyone that joins TTG, if you go through our courses, you pass our quizzes, you attend a study group, do those 3 things. If you still can't make back the $1,100 membership fee at least once during your membership, I will give you guys back double your money. I'm dead serious. I'll give you back $2,200. That is how confident I am in the platform that we have created. That we base our refund on your P&L and no one else's. It's not enough for myself or the moderators to make money. That's not enough. You're joining not to watch other people make money. You're joining so that you can make money. And that's why we base our money back guarantee on that. So if you guys join and you can't make back the $1,100 membership fee, we will give you guys back double your money. That's $2,200 we will give you guys back. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, use the code TTG121. Now, I don't think you need the W1 MAC guarantee. We've only had to refund 2.6% of our users since 2016. We are also 5-star rated with over 1,850 reviews, and 78% of our members renew their membership. Based on those stats, I can very confidently say this worked for thousands of people. If you're willing to put forth a little effort, go through our courses, pass the quizzes, attend the study group. If you can't make back that $1,100, I'll give you back $2,200. That's the deal. And you can keep the free laptop. If you have any questions about this membership, don't hesitate. You have questions about me, questions about the membership, questions about our program, whatever. Send a text message to 786-505-4049. Phone number is right there at the bottom of your screen. 786-505-4049. You guys can send a text message to that number right now if you have any questions at all whatsoever. Okay? So again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. All right, guys. Guys, quick little update here. We're going to have a family meeting inside of the main chat room immediately following this live stream. That is for members only, obviously. If you're not a member of True Trading, you cannot access the main chat room. But all of my TTG fam will have a family meeting inside the main chat immediately following the live stream. Now, with that being said, let's open the floor up to a blanket Q&A session. We'll let you guys ask me some questions, whatever is on your mind here today. If there's anything on your mind about the Santa Claus Rally, if there's anything on your mind about a recession, anything on your mind about the AMD trade from today, anything on your mind about the SPY, whatever's on your mind, now's the time to ask. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Asking questions is how you learn. So don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. If you have any questions, now is the time. Type your questions in chat right now, and let's go ahead and begin a nice Q&A. Don't be shy, folks. Fire away. Ask your questions. I am here for you. What do I think about the lithium stocks? You know, it's funny that you just asked me about lithium stocks, because LAC is a company that I've been considering adding in my long-term portfolio that I have not yet. But at some point, I think I will. At some point, I think I will. It's a long-term play. It's a long-term play. These are not stocks that I believe that you're going to get really good value out of in the very short near term. I think these stocks will suffer in the first half of next year, but I think you'll be able to buy some of them pretty cheap after the first half of next year. And then if these are stocks that you want to stash in your long-term portfolio for the next 10 years, then go ahead and do so. But you got to have a really long-term mindset if you're going to be leaning on the lithium names. That's my opinion. Mike, does continued student loan pause impact 2023 inflation expectations? Yes. I hate that this keeps happening because it is just destroying SoFi. It is so unfair to this company. It's ridiculous. The continuing, not having to pay back student loans, and, when that the news of when they were trying to do the student loan forgiveness, all of that is inflationary. And it's not a big enough of an impact to really change inflation expectations for next year. It just certainly doesn't. It's just another inflationary factor, but it's not a big enough piece to really have a meaningful change in inflation expectations. It's not like, well, inflation was going to be fine and dandy, and now because they're still pausing the student loan paybacks, that now all of a sudden inflation is going to run rampant. That's not the case. It's not that big of a factor. It's more of just a negative impact on SoFi. And I feel so bad for this company because SoFi, when this stock was trading in the teens, it was, we're going to pause the student loan payments. And then the stock got hit because a lot of their business comes from the refinancing of student loans. Not necessarily, it is a big revenue driver. They make about 10 to 15% of their revenue from that. And they haven't had it. They haven't been able to get it because they just keep extending the student loan moratorium. And it really sucks for this company, but it's also a big user driver. Like, that's how the company would actually gain clients, because people, younger generation, right? Like younger professionals that have student loans that just came out of college, that just started their careers, they would come to SoFi, refinance their student loans, and then SoFi would capture that person and then earn that person's trust and earn the brand loyalty from that person as they grow into their professional careers and become higher earners, right? So it was a big thing for SoFi, and that was taken away from them. And it kept being, okay, this is the last time we're going to extend it. and then it was extended again. Now this is the last time we're going to extend. No, and then it got extended again, extended again, extended again. And here we are still extending it. So it is not a good thing for a company like SoFi. It's unfortunate because it's completely out of that company's control. Guys, real quick, congratulations to our $100 winners. Our $100 winners are Pikachu 23, Joyful Maui, I Hope This Works, Huey, Bull Papa, Pastry Man, and Hustle Man. Congratulations again to our $100 winners. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, do not worry about this. Okay? Do not worry about this. This is a giveaway for members only. If you're not a member, don't worry about it. But congratulations, Pikachu 23, Joyful Maui, I Hope This Works, Huey, Bull Papa, Pastry Man, and Hustle Man. 5 minutes are on the clock. You all have 5 minutes to send an email to the email that was listed in the instructions of the giveaway to claim your prize. Congratulations. Salaryman says, were you guys able to catch AMD, HKD, and AMC, HKD, and DWAC? My answer to you, Salaryman, is we absolutely destroyed AMC, HKD, and DWAC. Did I buy HKD at 50 and sell it at 2,000? No. Okay. But we absolutely destroyed AMC, DWAC, HKD. THD fam, did you make money on AMC, HKD, and DWAC? If that answer is yes, type that $sign inside chat right now, because Salaryman wants to know if we were able to catch moves in HKD, AMC, and DWAC. Salaryman, by you asking that question, I am very concerned, because it sounds like you are only trying to chase the shiny objects that get discussed on social media that are the once in a million type of trades. Yes, we caught DWAC. Yes, we caught AMC. Yes, we caught HKD. Yes, we made money on all three of them. But those are not the type of trades that you should be searching for, because you will strike out 99 times until you find the one that is DWAC, HKD, or AMC. Matter of fact, you'll strike out 999,000 times until you find the one that is one of those trades. Those trades are anomalies. They are not normal type of trading action. You can go months, if not years, until you find another stock like AMC or like HKD. Do not try to look for them. It'll create tremendously poor habits that I promise will lose you an astronomical amount of money and will blow up your account before you find the next HKD. Learn how to trade normal price action, and then you will just by default be in the big movers like HKD, AMC, and DWAC, which we were. I hope that helps answer your question. Next question. Again, guys, don't be shy. Fire away. Ask your questions. Whatever's on your mind. Like, is it necessary to adjust any long-term portfolio stock for the 2023 anticipated downturn? Depends what your time horizon is, Bert. A lot of the stocks that I added in my long-term portfolio this year, some of them are lower than where I added them, but the ones that I really, bought bigger pieces of are all up significantly from where we bought them. There's a couple of like the higher growth tech names that I bought tier 1 positions in, fully expecting them to go lower where I can buy more. Whenever I add in my long-term portfolio, I'll do a tier 1 entry, which is like taking a small little nibble. When I do that, I fully want and expect the stock to go lower so I can buy a bigger piece. I'm just doing that so that just in case it doesn't go lower, I at least own some. And if it's a long-term position, like if you plan on holding it for the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years, I don't really care if I buy a stock at 120 and then it goes to 90, because if I believe the stock's going to be at 350 in 5 years, it doesn't really matter if you buy it at 120 or 90. The answer is no, it doesn't. So what I do is I scale into my long-term portfolio positions. I don't try to pick the exact bottom. And I did my selling in 2021. In 2021, at the end of last year, I sold my long-term portfolio. I raised a lot of cash. I did it very publicly on YouTube. I told members of the trading group that I was selling in my long-term portfolio when everything was at all-time highs. Now what I'm doing is I'm not worrying about selling again. That was the first time I sold really in my long-term portfolio in the last 10 years. So that was a big deal for me when I did that. But this year, I've been starting to get that cash back into the markets. 3,800 and 3,600 on the S&P is where I added. And then 3,400, 3,300 is going to be my next add, is what I'm going to be looking for. All right. And that I think happens next year. So Bert, I'm not trying to sell in December and then buy back. And I'm going to trade the movement, and I'm just going to add in my long-term portfolio when the market sells off. That's just for me because I have a very long-term time horizon. So that's just me personally, what my plan is. We got to welcome Randy. Randy is the newest member of the TTG family. We are now down to just 9 of those spots, guys. 9 spots left for that holiday sale of $1,100 price point. That is a 50% discount on the annual membership.
Yeah,
Okay?
This is not a holiday sale. This is literally, I am setting up for the holiday sale. Did not have time to change things out today. Just too much going on with JD stepping down.
Okay.
So
guys,
I just want to clarify that for people.
Okay. So guys, there you go. So it's $1,100 here today for the next 9 people, and the next 9 people only. That'll come with that $1,100 price point. That's it. There's no upsells for courses. There's no upsells for tools. It's $1,100. You guys are good for the whole year. You'll also get a free laptop. Laptop has a retail value of $300. Use the trade with, use it for work, give it to your kid for school, sell it on eBay, put the $300 in your trading account. Give it away for somebody for a holiday gift. I don't care. Do whatever you want with it. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. Only available for the next 9 people. You'll also get the free one-on-one mentor session and the double your money back guarantee. If you can make the $1,100 back at least once after going through our courses, our quizzes, and attending a study group, I'll give you guys back $2,200. That's a deal. You don't have to enter your address when you sign up to get the laptop. You'll get a welcome email after you join with instructions how to claim the free laptop. So welcome, Randy. There's 9 spots left. Go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Click apply code. You're good to go. If you have any questions, send a text to 786-505-4049. Nice. Way to go, Bert. Bert says, I like your long-term strategy. I added when you did so in mid-June. Thanks again. I'm doing well so far since being a member. Music to my ears, Bert. I love when my members do well. Music to my ears. Congrats, Bert. So would SoFi be a good buy for a long-term play? I own SoFi, Kenny, at much higher prices than it is now. I bought SoFi like in the 13s. That was my most recent. When I bought SoFi, it was like 13 and change. So I was not expecting, the administration to just basically cancel student loans here and nobody have to pay back their loans. So, this is really, hurting SoFi. I did not expect that or anticipate that. I also listened when they were like, hey, we're going to extend it until this date. And that date came and that date went and they still extended it. And then they were like, okay, well, this will be the last time that we're going to extend it. And I believed them again. And that date came, that date went, and they extended it again. Then SoFi got their bank charter, and that's when I added. So when SoFi got their bank charter, that was when I bought SoFi. So that was, I'll take you guys back. That was right in here. Okay, so right in there is where I actually bought SoFi in my long-term portfolio. And they just kept extending the student loan moratorium, and the stocks just gotten smashed. So that is one of the positions that's in my long-term portfolio that I'm actually down the most on. I like the company. I really do. I like the company. I like the platform. I love their CEO. It's just the company can't really do much if 10 to 15% of their revenue is taken away from them. and their ability to gain new subscribers, or not subscribers, but new customers on their platform to provide these other banking products too, it hurts them because that's how they actually get a lot of their new users. And even with that being said, their earnings have not been terrible. Even with that being the case, their earnings have not been terrible. But, it's just the stock I'm not adding to it down here. I just, I'm not going to fall for it again. We're going to extend it until this date. Yeah, great. I'll wait until they actually start, making payments again on student loans. And then I'll start thinking about SoFi down the road. But I still own it. I will own it for many years. This is a stock that, you circle back with me 7 years from now, and this will probably still be in my long-term portfolio. And the stock, I think, will be around $50. I went long TLT and still holding. What are your thoughts? I don't know if you guys caught my live stream. We actually called the bottom on bonds. And they've just ripped ever since. I was actually on here. I was actually on, it was this day right here. I was actually on Trader TV Live. And shout out to the team at Trader TV Live. You're great guys over there. And we were talking about where I said, I think that, that bonds are overextended to the downside. And I think that, bonds are going to bounce from here. And sure enough, you've had a really nice bounce. I actually think bonds are a good playbook for the first half of next year. And if you bought TLT, I think you're sitting nice. I think TLT by next year goes back to like 120. Welcome, Edward. Everybody, welcome Edward to the family. That means we're down to 8 spots. So there's 8 spots left for that $1,100 price point before the price jumps to $1,200 for the sale. So $1,100 price point, 8 spots left, free laptop, one-on-one mentor session, and the double your money back guarantee for the next 8 people that go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. I have January 25 leaps at $5 strike, hoping it will improve in the next 771 days. Nice. Yeah, as you joke, I think you're good with that. I think you'll be good with that. Don't be shy, guys. Type your questions in chat. For those wondering to join, do it and join for all kinds of trading styles. Mike's Jeppy trade alone covered my membership, plus it gives 11% dividends. Yeah, that was so that was one of the stocks that I had suggested for people in their long-term portfolio back in October. This is when I gave people the Jeppy purchase in your long-term, and Jeppy is a fantastic way for you to capitalize on the market with limiting your exposure to the downside, because Jeppy pays, I don't know, it's a dividend up to 11%. I don't even know if it's that high now. It was around like 9%. But Bert's saying now it's 11%. I have to check on that. I didn't know it was as high as 11. I thought it was like 9. But this was a great way for you to really look at, and play the market overall. Now Jeppy is JP Morgan's premium income ETF, where this ETF buys top premium quality stocks that pay dividends. And what they'll do then is a lot of the dividends that they collect from the positions that they own, they're able to then pass those dividends on to the people that own the ETF itself. They'll also sell covered calls against those positions that they own to generate income. So this ETF will be a lot less volatile than the overall market itself. If you take a look at the percentage decline in the SPY versus the percentage decline in Jeppy from the all-time high down to the lows of this year, it is a much smaller decline. but that JEPI will also pay you, let's say, a 9 or 10% dividend. So even if JEPI was to go down at the time that I gave people this for the long-term investment around $52, even if it went down another 5 or 6%, now that means if JEPI goes down 5 or 6%, that means a SPY went down another 10% at least. You're still going to be net positive on your position because the stock pays you, the ETF rather pays you, let's say, a 9% dividend. So even if the stock goes down 5%, you're still up 4%. If the stock goes up 10%, now you're up 19% because the dividend that you're collecting. And you just set that dividend to reinvest. So instead of you taking a check from the dividend, just reinvest it. And it gets paid out quarterly, or when is it, monthly, JEPI? So you just reinvest the dividend. So it's just free shares. So you're just buying more shares with the dividend that it's paying you, and it's free money. And that's a way for you to increase your position on JEPI for free. So if you own 100 shares and they pay you a dividend, instead of you taking the dividend check and putting it in your checking account, buy more shares with it. Now you'll have 102 shares, and you have 105, then you have 112, then you have 125, then you have 150, then you have 180, and you just and that dividend just compounds over time. And before you know it, 5 years from now, your 100 share position is now 500 shares. And you keep adding to it, and then you just keep reinvesting the dividend, and that's how you guys can start to really compound your dividends. So that was one of the stocks that I gave people for the long-term portfolio. Way to go, Bert, and everybody else that jumped in on the JEPI position. Great low volatile position that pays a really nice hefty dividend. And it'll go up and down as the market goes up and down. What do you think about DraftKings? Man. I think DraftKings is more of a trade. I don't own DraftKings in my long-term portfolio, but there is tremendous support at $10. $10 is your all-time low support, and this support goes all the way back to 2020. I mean, you look at the low of this year, then you look at the lows of 2020. Just look at that. You look at 2022 lows, look at that support down there at $10. Then go all the way back to 2020, and then there's $10. Then go back to its IPO, and there's $10. So I mean that stock is just you get down to $10, you can just buy that thing. You can just buy DraftKings down in this region, and every time it gets down there, you can see every time it gets down there, it just bounces off of that level. Then you can just continue to trade that. I do not have DraftKings in my long-term portfolio. Not to say that I never will. It's just not at the top of my list right now. I hope that helps. I would just treat DraftKings as more of a trade at this stage. That's just me. But if you catch the bottom on DraftKings and that stock goes back to like $40, I mean, you could be looking at a 3-bagger. Anyone info on Raya IPO tomorrow? I know absolutely nothing about it. So I cannot provide you with any information on the Raya IPO for tomorrow.
It's cool, bro. It's not that Raya. It's a Power Solutions group. You can talk about this Raya. It is. It's a Power Solutions group. It's not that other app.
Got it.
That you're not supposed to know about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly, bro. So you can talk about this. It's a power company. You got this.
A power company. All right. It's a power company. Salmon, it's a power company. I know nothing about it. So I'll take a look at it. If it's IPOing tomorrow, we'll take a look at it tomorrow inside a chat. If there's a trade opportunity for us, we'll look at it. Yes, Salmon. What do you want? That's it. I don't know anything about it. Sorry.
That's the same winner that was in chat today.
No, it's not. Are you serious? Is that the same person?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Same exact person. Dude's a winner through and through.
Oh, some people.
Yeah. Well, if nobody has any other questions. What do you think happens for the rest of the week?
I think we consolidate. I talked about this earlier, and I talked about it last night too.
I know. Let me rephrase. Do you think that, I mean, really, like, should people take this week to like study and prepare and prep? Or should they not get lulled to sleep? Because I feel like maybe the market does absolutely F all for the rest of this week, and then maybe it picks back up, obviously going into next week.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I mean, today there was a ton of opportunity today. The market
could the average person could they have capitalized on that, because it wasn't, that they would have had to have been watching pretty quick. Salaryman says real quick, Mike, I'm sorry, how can I make $500 fast? Salaryman, send me a text. I'll give you some booger sugar. I'll put you on the corner and you can make me some money. I'll cut you off $500.
That's the same person that wanted to know if we are able to catch moves like HKD, AMC before they happen.
That's
same
all right.
person.
We're on YouTube. It is what it is. But look, this is why our trial has an application process.
Yes.
So we have a trial. We have a 7-day trial. It's $3. It's a non-reoccurring $3. It's a non-auto upgrade $3. You get a full 7 days in chat. But Joe, real quick, put in your name and email in that form real quick so people can see what I'm talking about. And then hit yes, I want this. Make sure you select all the bicycles, Joe. Oh, don't get that corner. Get all the traffic lights, Joe. All right, it's going to work now. And then there you go. So in order to be able to actually sign up and pay the $3, you got to apply to be a trial member with True Trading Group. We don't ask you for your phone number or anything like that, but there's some key questions in there that we need you to fill out. Our community, our community and our family is everything to us. And it's important that if you're going to become a trial of True Trading Group, that A, the $3 lets us know you're a real person, and B, that application lets us know that you're just not in there messing around. So, if you want to check us out, you can go to ttgthree.com. That's ttgthree.com. Fill out your information, answer the questions on the application, and if you'll get instant approval or you won't. But takes maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and very, very worth it if you want to check us out. Also, there is how many applications have failed? A good amount.
A lot.
A lot. I am far more interested in, Mike and I both are far more interested in somebody that is the right fit as opposed to somebody just who has the money. And
it doesn't necessarily, it's not based on like experience either.
No, absolutely not.
Just because you've never traded before doesn't mean you won't be accepted. And just because you've traded for 10 years doesn't mean you will be accepted.
Yeah, there's nothing to do with that.
There's more to it than that. There's a certain camaraderie and there's a certain type of person that we like to have as part of the community. There's over 10,000 members of True Trading Group, and we protect the community very much. And we don't, just let anybody in there. So right now is the perfect time also, guys, to try out the trial. Like I said, next week is going to be insane. You have CPI data, you've got the Fed meeting, you've got quad witching, you've got rebalancing. I mean, this is going to be, next week's going to be huge. So you might as well join the trial now, hone your skills, get yourselves ready and prepared. The weekends don't count against your trial. So the trial is 7 trading days. The weekends don't count. So you'll get a full 7 trading days. So I would just go to TTG, THREE.com. That's TTG3 spelled out. Sign up, fill out the application. It's a one-time payment of $3. You obviously only pay the $3 if your application gets accepted. You don't pay the $3 and then get denied. You only pay the $3 if your application for the trial is accepted. And like I said, there's no automatic upgrade. There's no automatic renewal. It's a one-time payment of $3. And if you guys want to join us for that, for a full 7 trading days, go ahead and fill that out.
Yeah. All right. So I'm seeing a question in here. Let's see. Help you. Put some of these questions here. You typing something? Here, Shock Industry says, Mike, thoughts on MMAT, social media noise, and upcoming catalysts? Now, you're going to regret that you put that on, that you typed that question multiple times. I'm going to give MMAT its 5 minutes of fame, and I'm going to quickly shut it down. All right? Yes, this, hang on a second. Mike, break down the chart, first of all.
Well, MAT recently had, a huge rally and ran into its resistance levels up here around $2.20 and then rejected it. This $2.20 level is a huge resistance level for MMAT. If you guys look at the left of my screen, you can see that this was a big level of resistance earlier in 2022. And then you can see again right here in May and June. And we ran right up into that level there in the middle of November. We topped out, and then now you're experiencing a little bit of a pullback. You have a support level here, okay, right around this like 160. And I'll draw that line for you guys right here. And that you'll see previous resistance back here, this previous pivot top in early November. You broke through it. You pulled back and retested it. It became support. And then you drop down into that level again today, and you're trying to test that level for support. You have 2 support levels for MMAT. The major support level is down at 130. 130 is going to be the 200-day and the 50-day moving average coming together right here. This blue line and this yellow line you see on my screen. And then you'll notice that previous pivot top in early October. You broke through it in early November, pulled back, tested it, became support, and then rallied to the upside. So there are 2 support levels that you need to watch, 160s and 130s. Those are your support levels for MMAT.
Cool. If you're a TTG member, and you know what I used to do for a living, type the number 1. If you're a TTG member and you know what I used to do for a living, type the number 1 in chat right now. If you're a TTG member and you know what I used to do for a living, type the number 1 in chat right now. Yeah, I see it, Mike. Okay. If you have no idea what I used to do for a living, type the number 2. If you have no idea what I used to do for a living, type the number 2. I guess everyone knows. All right. Well, allow me to help you guys out here. So for those that don't know, and this is something I talk about all the time. This is not a secret. I did a whole thing. I've been on many podcasts and talked about this. I've been on Pennies Going in Raw. I've been on Impulsive with Logan Paul. I've been on a lot of different podcasts talking about this. I get invited to conferences all the time to talk about this topic as well because of my experience with it. So for those that don't know, True Trading Group is my third 8-figure business that I have created. Okay. It is my second one with Mike. And what I will tell you is that, can I turn my light on? I'm trying the whole thing. Yeah, hang on a sec. Let me see if I can turn it on. Hey!
Hey, and then there was light.
And then there was light.
Oh, there we go. Now we can see you.
I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting to be.
I know when the
part of
paparazzi
this
pop
live
up,
stream today.
The paparazzi pops out. They come out of nowhere. I know.
Yeah. So what I want to share with you guys is this. I started my career. I started my own business when I was 20, and I'm gonna tie this into MMAT. So just bear with me. I started my first business when I was 23 years old, and to date, between the 3 businesses, I have owned 3 businesses that have generated close to $100 million in revenue. One of those businesses was a penny stock promotion business. You're not gonna hear me come on here and say, "Oh, I was in the IR business or I helped whatever with company." No. I exploited a legal loophole for many years, and I was in the penny stock promotion business where I made millions of dollars. Okay? Now, what I will tell you is this. Everyone in True Trading Group knows my story, how I pivoted out of that business for many, many reasons. Came in here and, and focus on nothing but True Trading Group. Okay? But I know a lot about that space, and I know who the players are, and I know the companies that things are involved. And I know for a fact that there is a paid stock promotion taking place on MMAT and MMTLP. Now, does that mean that you cannot trade something that's being promoted? No, you probably could. But the problem is that if the promoter is doing their job right, they're not going to tell you that your job is to trade that stock. They're going to tell you that your job is to drink the Kool-Aid and believe everything all around the hype. And for a stock like MMAT and its OTC counterpart, MMTLP or whatever it is, I mean, it's, there is a lot of social media buzz because that's what's being paid for. Look, I am not saying that there is not money to be made when you play a pump or you get into something like this. What I can tell you is that this is not what we teach you at True Trading Group. This is not what we get into at True Trading Group. We don't even allow OTC companies to be discussed at True Trading Group because there's no reason. That's not real trading. Mike, go back to MMTLP. What are you going to do with this chart, Mike?
You want like an actual technical breakdown?
No, not really.
Oh.
I mean, what are you going to tell me? I mean, look look at the volume on this. You guys want to guess where this stock promotion started? Does anyone want to guess? Let's play a game. Can somebody talk about? Yeah. Okay. Let's look at where the stock promotion started. Do you guys want to see where people started selling? Mike, can you go ahead and show them that also? Okay, guys, this is what you call a pump and dump. All right.
This will be back to $3.
Yeah.
Shortly.
So, could you have bought at the start of the promotion and sold it at different parts that were higher? Yeah, maybe. But if the promoter and the company and all these articles are doing their job properly, you're not going to sell it because you think this shit's going to $20.
Long story short, trade it. Don't invest in it.
Yeah. I am speaking from experience. All right. I have nothing against this company. I don't even know what they do, nor do I care. I just know that they are I know for a fact that this one is being promoted, that there is money being spent to promote this so other people can sell stock. It's as simple as that. So that's it. That doesn't mean that you can't make a quick 20, 30, 40, whatever it is. Go ahead. If you're going to try and trade it, Godspeed, man. I don't know. Maybe the thing does go to $20. I have no idea. But the reason that people pay for stock promotion is so that they can dump shares at a higher price than what they paid for it to you. You are their exit.
It's all a game.
So if you're cool with being somebody's exit, you'll make 20% while they make 2,000%. Everyone that holds shares inside of MMAT or MMTLP, everyone in that company that owns shares got it close to par value. That is less than a penny, folks. Where's the stock at right now?
MMTLP is at 750.
Bro, you do that math.
MMAT is at $1.73.
Y'all do that math. Do the math. I look, this person, Shock Industry, is not a member. I'm not sure what their motivation for asking this was, but I can tell you that if I had a live stream that I knew I could send a question to where there was going to be 1,000 traders there and I could put a symbol up in front of it for like 20 minutes, that I would ask some stupid shit like this too. It's all a game, dude. All a game. You're either playing the game or you're getting played. This company, for the first 9 months of 2022, the net loss on this company was almost $65,000. Oh, I'm sorry, 65 million. Inside of True Trading Group, I gave an entire multiple-hour workshop on how to spot stock promotion and how to avoid it. Because I don't want anyone in True Trading Group to fall victim to garbage like this. And again, I'm not saying you can't make money off a trade. I have nothing against this company. I don't know any of the principles at this company. I don't care. I just know that anyone paying money for stock promotion, it is so somebody, some company, someone is holding cheaper stock. They want to be able to sell it, so they pay for marketing and advertisement or investor relations. That's what they do, and it's legal. As long as you disclose it, it is legal. So you have a choice of whether or not you want to be able to participate in, if you're going to play that game, then it is what it is.
Adam, how about this? You're looking at a 3-minute chart of MMTLP.
Yeah.
If you would like to know where the backfill takes place for the people that are selling their shares, look no further than this candle right here of volume. The price didn't move, so you can see the manipulation taking place in the stock. The 3-minute candle prior the stock traded 300 shares. The next 3-minute candle, it traded 184,000 shares. The next 3-minute candle, it traded 4,000 shares. That's not normal.
No. Look, you got people on social media talking about this because they're holding, it's very simple. They're either holding stock themselves at cheaper prices or they're in on it. It's very simple.
Yeah, they either hold stock lower and want more people to buy it to make it go higher, or they're getting
Kenny
paid.
Battle says MMAT was one of the free stocks Robinhood was giving away to new members. Yep, sounds about right. Why wouldn't they? It's a Nasdaq company. What an awesome promotion for them, huh? Think about that. If you went ahead and turned all those people into shareholders, you want to talk about like awareness through a brokerage firm? That's kind of wild because MMAT is Nasdaq. No?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I think we've given this company its 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah, for sure. I don't want to bring more attention to it.
But, you know, I share that with you guys because we're super transparent. We've been around the block. Okay? We know every trick. We know every gimmick. We know what people do, man. And there's a reason that we have 10,000 plus members. There's a reason, you know, that our members come on here every night and still support us. It's not because we're scumbags and scammers. So, with regard to MMAT, I think there's better stuff out there. You know, I mean, look, whatever gains you're going to get on MMAT, potential gains, you're far more likely to get bigger gains going into next week trading options on the SPY. In my opinion.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'd save your money. That's just my opinion.
I put your money to work.
Yeah.
In TTG membership if you're considering dumping it into MMAT.
Yeah, or don't, because maybe you cannot mentally be saved at that point. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. All right, guys. I think that kind of wraps up our Q&A session. So thank you for all that sent your questions our way. If we missed your question, make sure you tune in to our next live stream, subscribe and turn on notifications. Make sure you never miss out on any of these lives. And if we missed your question today, we'll catch it next time. All right. But what I will do here now is I will actually, for those of you that are interested in a membership, I'll show you the platform so you can see exactly what you're going to be getting access to as a member once you join for the $1,100. Yes, you get the free laptop. Yes, you get the one-on-one mentor session. Yes, you get the double your money back guarantee. But let me actually show you the platform, the tools, the resources, the courses. And then don't forget, guys, family meeting inside the main chat room for members of True Trading Group immediately following the live stream. Okay. So if you're not interested in a membership, you can sign off the live, subscribe to the channel, and smash the like button before you go. Don't ever miss these lives. If you are interested, hang tight. I'll show you guys the platform. Because when you join, it's an all-inclusive membership. So you're going to get access, of course, to our chat room. The chat room is where the moderators and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out our trades in real time. You also get the mobile app, which will let you be following along with what's happening during the day and get real-time push notifications when the moderators enter and exit trades. You can see the screen share and listen to the audio commentary on your mobile phone. That's how so many of our 10,000 members, those of which have full-time jobs, are able to follow along and benefit from the platform by using the mobile app. It's included with your membership when you join for the $1,100. You're also going to get 2 private study group sessions, your chance to ask questions and really speed up that learning curve and get you started on the right foot. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, real-time breaking news right inside of our chat. If you go to Benzinga directly, this will cost you over $1,000. It's included with your membership when you join for the 1100. You'll also get TradingView's premium charting software. That'll cost you around $600 a year. It's included with your 1100 when you join TTG. The Trade Ideas scanner will also be included in your membership. This will also cost you a few $100 a year. Okay. If you go to Trade Ideas directly, it's included with your membership. It streams live on our platform. You'll also get the ETNA simulator. The simulator lets you trade stocks and options with fake money so you can practice implementing what you are learning before you risk your hard-earned cash. This would cost you just under $1,000 if you went to ETNA directly. It is included with your membership when you pay the 1100. You'll also get our own proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, and options flow. Stuff that would cost you a lot of money, folks, if you pay for this data on your own. It is included with your membership when you join TTG. You get a full trading journal that tracks all of your trading, breaks down your trading to the statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner will tell you what ticker symbols are being mentioned most on social media. You get analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. You'll get insider buying, insider selling, and short data on those names as well. A watch list gets published every day for you, so you'll know exactly what stocks that the mods and I are focusing on with the game plan on how we plan on trading them. Where are we getting long? Where are we getting short? What's the plan? Where are we going to take profits? You'll know exactly the plan before the markets even open. We do a lot of that heavy lifting for you. Then you get the courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund. Then the mods have added to that curriculum. You get every single course. There are no VIP courses that cost more money after you join. There's no upsells for courses. You get all of our courses, beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. It's all included when you join TTG. You'll also get a video library that's got over 400 hours of workshops covering a variety of different topics. You will then be able to attend these workshops live once you become a full-time member. Folks, it's time you invested in something real, something that gives you access to real courses and education, real tools, and real resources that can help you guys become successful. Now, I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group. What I can guarantee is that if you go through our courses, you pass our quizzes, you attend the study group, and don't make the $1,100 membership fee back at least once during your membership, I'll give you $2,200 back. That's what I can guarantee you. I don't think you need it again because we've only had to give it to 2.6% of our members since 2016. 78% of our members renew their membership. And over 1,850 people have left us a review on Trustpilot. We are 5-star rated. Go check out the reviews. There's no better referral than one from your peers. Check them out. If you have any questions about the membership at all, send us a text message to 786-505-4049. Again, 786-505-4049. Send a text if you have any questions. Otherwise, go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop to $1,100. You'll get the free laptop, the free one-on-one mentor session, the double your money back guarantee for those that are interested. If you want to join our trial, go to ttgthree.com. That is TTG3 spelled out.com. To join our 7-day trial. It is only $3. It costs $3 just to make sure you are in fact a real person. There's no automatic renewal. There's no automatic upgrade. There's no reoccurring payment. It's a one-time payment of $3. Check us out. All right. That's it, folks. The main chat room is now open for members. We're going to do a quick family meeting inside of the main chat room. So all of my members, head on into the main chat room now. I'll see you guys there. Have a great night, everybody. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. I'll see you guys tomorrow.